Hey everyone, today we are going to be working with more equivalent ratio tables, but today we are going to be scaling backward and then forward. So we are going to be simplifying, which is dividing, and then to go forward we are going to multiply, so we'll be multiplying. So the last couple of days we've worked on doing those two ideas separately, and now we're going to do them together. So this says Joe mows lawns during his summer vacation to earn money. He took 14 hours. So here's my hours. I'm going to use my highlighter still. Last week to mow 8 lawns. And then here's my lawns. Okay. So you can see I've had my titles filled in, but I'm going to fill in the values. So 14 hours to mow 8 lawns. Then it says, at this rate, how many lawns, so that's my pink, could he mow in 49 hours? Well, when I look at 49 hours, and I know that it has to go in the 14 area of the table, that yellow area, I cannot get from 14 to 49 in one step. Okay, 14 does not go into 49, so I can't use that as multiplication, even though 49 is bigger than 14. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by the greatest common factor. And you can see I have down here simplest form. So I'm going to divide by the greatest common factor. So I'm going to look at 8. 8 is 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. 8 does not go into 14. 4 does not go into 14, but 2 does. 2 times 7 is 14, so I'm going to divide by 2 on both the top and the bottom. 14 divided by 2 is 7, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. And now I can look at, okay, does 7 go into 49? Yes, 7 times 7 is 49. So 4 times 7 is 28. And now I answer the question, how many lawns could he mow in 49 hours? My answer is going to be 28 lawns. And I already have the nice little cloud there for you. Number 2 says, at a dog shelter, an 18-pound bag of dog food will feed 24 dogs a day. So we've done one similar to this before. So I've got an 18-pound bag of dog food and then 24 dogs. So I've got pounds of dog food in the yellow part of my table. And then I've got my dogs down here in the pink part of my table. So 18 and 24. Then it says, how many pounds of dog food? So that's what I'm missing. Would you need if you had 16 dogs? So I'm going to look at my 2 values. I know that this is going in the pink part of my table, so 24 and 16. There's nothing that I can divide by to get from 24 to 16 in one shot, so I'm going to put 16 at the end. And I am going to find the simplest form here in the middle. So I am going to figure out what I need to divide by on both the top and the bottom. So I'm going to use 18. 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6. We already know 18 doesn't work. 9 does not go into 24, but 6 does. 6 times 4 is 24. So I'm going to divide by 6 on both the top and the bottom, and I get 3 and 4. And then I can go from 4 to 16 by multiplying by 4. And 3 times 4 is 12. So 12 pounds of dog food. Again, going backward and then forward. Last one, on her vacation, Violet exchanged 50 American and received 60 Canadian. So I've got 50 American dollars and I received 60 Canadian dollars. So I'm going to have American and Canadian. So 50 and 60. How many Canadian dollars will she receive for 20 American dollars? And again, if I look at these values, 50 and 20, I can't go straight from 50 to 20. So I'm going to put 20 at the end, knowing that I have to divide in the middle and then multiply to get the end. 50 and 60, so 1 times 50, 2 times 25, and 5 times 10. 50 doesn't go into 60, 25 doesn't go into 60, but 10 does. 10 times 6 is 60. So I'm going to divide by 10, and I get 5 over 6. And now I can go from 5 to 20 by multiplying by 4. So 6 times 4 is 24 Canadian. Okay. So I'm still using my ratio tables. I'm still using multiplication and division, but now I've got to make a pit stop in the middle. So I've got to stop at that simplest form first in order to scale forward to get to the value that I need.